स्थितिञ्च व्रजन् भारतस्य प्रदेशात् प्रदेशं मथुस्यन्ति वाचा जनान् धर्ममार्गेण यन् श्रीजयेन्द्रो गुरुर्भाति चित्ते नमामः शङ्करान् वाक्यविजयेन्द्र सरस्वती श्रीगुरुं शिष्टमार्गानुनेतारं सन्मतिप्रदं सद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। In Viveka Chudamani, Acharya is talking about the Lakshanam of a Jivan Mukta. Jivan Muktasya Lakshanam. What is the nature of Jivan Mukta? It is the phalam of Jnanam. Jivan Mukti is the phalam of Jnanam. Of what Jnanam? Not of physics or chemistry or biology Jnanam. Because Jnanam is knowledge. It is not the knowledge of physics or chemistry or biology. It is the knowledge about one's own self. It is the Jnanam or knowledge about one's own self. And this Jnanam comes in two parts. This Jnanam comes in two parts. The first part is, I am not my body. I am not my body. This is the entry level Jnanam that everybody has. So normally, people think I am this body, right? And then they do some vichara. They do some analysis. Upon analysis, we find that this body regularly changes. This body undergoes change. Shat vikaraha asti jayate vartate viparinamate apakshiyate vinashyati. When I was young, my body is certain shape. My body has got certain weight. But as I grow up, the weight of my body changes. The shape of my body changes. When I grow even more, as I grow old, it undergoes further modifications. I was at the peak of my youth. I can do much more things. I can wake up for so long. I can eat whatever I want. My body can digest. But when I grow old, I cannot do that. If I eat rice after 6 p.m., I have digestion problem. All these things comes. The body changes, but I, at that time, we think that I, who lives in the body, do not change. I was the same I when I was young. Now, when I grow old, I am same. I don't change. My body changes. So what we think, I have a body and I live within the body. That is why we do all these karma. We do punya karma. Why we do punya karma? Because we believe that when you do punya karma, you go to Swarga. When you do punya karma, in the next janma, you will be born, you will be given a very good janma. You will be given birth as a dog. Ingana. You know, in the British royal house, in the British palace, you will be born as a dog. Shastra does not say that, I say that. So when you do good karma, you will be given a good janma. And we have the belief in Janma, etc. Why? Because we think, we understand that we are not this body. there is a thing which lives inside the body, which goes from one place to another after I die. Atma goes. It goes about. It goes into, it pierces the orb of sun. It pierces the orb of sun and moon. Dakshinayana Marga, Uttarayana Marga. It goes to Swargaloka. We say all these things. So we know that we are not our body. But that is only partial jnanam. The complete jnanam is, hey, what travels? Again, it is another body. My sthula sharira dies. It is my sukshma sharira that travels. We have to remind ourselves. We have three shariras: sthula sharira, sukshma sharira, and karana sharira. For an ajnani, when the sthula sharira dies, his sukshma sharira, what is sukshma sharira? Mind complex. Mano, buddhi, ahankara, chittani. All these four constitute the sukshma sharira of a person, which is being enjoyed predominantly during the dream state, which is the carrier of all the vasanas. The Sukshma Sharira gets out of my Stula Sharira. Stula Sharira is destroyed. Sukshma Sharira gets out. It goes to the Swargaloka. It enjoys Swargam for some time. You only go with a temporary resident visa. And then the Sukshma Sharira again comes back. It takes another Stula Sharira. It enjoys its Punya Papa. That is partial Jnanam. Jnani, for example, on the other hand, he understands that even the Sukshma Sharira will die. Just like his Stula Sharira, his Sukshma Sharira is also another Anatma Sharira. Then what is Atma? Atma is the all-pervading consciousness. Atma is the all-pervading consciousness on which the Stula and the Sukshma and the Karana Sharira exists. For a complete Ajnani, he does not worry about Atma. For him, Atma is Deha. For a partial Ajnani, he thinks that his Atma lives within his body. For a complete Jnani, there is a shift in his change. He does not say Atma lives in the body. Rather, he says the body finds its existence within the Atma. The body finds its existence within the Atma. Remember the Wi-Fi signal. Wi-Fi signal is everywhere. You move your computer does not mean the signal is present in the computer. Signal does not move along with the computer. The computer moves in the field of Wi-Fi signal. You have an electromagnetic field of Wi-Fi signal through which the computer moves. The Wi-Fi signal does not move. In the same way, I have Atma. My Atma is all-pervading consciousness. It is all-pervading. It is beyond space and time. Through the Atma, the body moves. In fact, the space finds its space in Atma. The time finds its time within the Atma. That is what complete Jnani understands. So for him, the Stula Sharira is destroyed. The Sukshma Sharira is destroyed. The Karana Sharira, which is predominantly enjoyed during the Sushupti Avastha, that deep sleep state, is also destroyed. But he does not worry. Only the computer is gone. The Wi-Fi signal is all pervading. It exists all the time. Right? You don't need another computer. Wi-Fi signal, my own nature, I enjoy. Enjoyment. Anando Brahme Divyajanat. Anandadyeva khalvimani bhuta nijayante. Anande najata nijivanti. Anandam prayantyabhisamvishanti. Saisha bhargavi varuni vidya. Anandaha Brahma. Sat Chit Anandam Brahma. Moment person owns up the Atma, the moment a person owns up his real nature, he is called as a Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta is only accepted in Advaita Vedanta. Even within the other schools of Vedanta, like Dvaitam, Visishtadvaitam, Dvaitadvaitam, Shuddhadvaitam, etc., Jivan Mukta Sthiti is not accepted. They only say Dehante Muktihi. Only at the end of your Deha you will get a Mukti. Dvaita Vedanta says, what is the use of that Mukti? My body is gone. Who knows, will I get mukti or not? You need to have a paroksha phala. I need to have an immediate effect. And Upanishad says, Advaita Vedanta takes its inspiration from the Upanishad. Upanishad says, hey, ihaiva, from here itself, you will get mukti. Okay, what is the nature of that person? That is what is being explained here. So for a Videha Mukta, for a Jivan Mukta, Videha Mukti is Jivan Mukta loses even his body. Jivan Mukti is Mukti within this body. Mukti while enjoying this body. There are three types of karma. Prarabdha karma, Agami karma, Sanchita karma. Sanchita karma, Prarabdha karma, and Agami karma. Sanchita karma is the sum total of all the karmas that we accrue. That is called a Sanchita karma. It is like a bag which is full of your karma. When you take a body, Bhagavan puts his hand in that bag, takes out some random karma, he gives it to you. Hey, you spend this karma in this janma. That is called as prarabdha. What is sanchita? The sum total of all the karma. What is the prarabdha? It is the karma for spending which I take this body. That is called as prarabdha. What is agami? Agami karma is the karma that I will earn while spending my prarabdha karma. If you get a punya sharira, if the prarabdha is full of punya, only punyam, you will take deva sharira. If the prarabdham is full of papam, you will take pashu, pakshi, mrigadai sharira. In deva sharira, you will not get punyam and papam. You can only spend. In pashu, pakshi, mrigadaya, you can only spend your papam. You cannot accrue any karma. But only in Manushya Sharira. Manushya Sharira you will get if you have both Punyam and Papam in the bag. If your Prarabdha Karma has got both Punyam and Papam, you will take Manushya Sharira. When you take Manushya Sharira, you will not only spend your prarabdha, you will also accrue your agami karma. You will also earn the agami karma. What happens to an Atmajnani? The moment you realize your own nature, what is my own nature? Aham na dehaha, aham atma asmi, aham brahma asmi. If we realize our own nature, the complete sanchita karma gets destroyed. Jnana gnidhagda karmana pasmasat kuruterjuna, says Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita. Jnanam is like the Agni, and whatever you put in the Agni, it gets destroyed. So all of your sanchita karma is given as ahuti. Punyanjuhomi swaha. Whatever the sanchita karma, both punyam and papam. Remember, punyam is also equally bad according to Vedanta because it gives you body. So whatever punya papa that you have accrued over anadi avidya vasanaya anadi janma, it will be destroyed in the jnana agni. So you have zero sanchita karma. What about agami karma? That is karma that you will earn. Agami karma, you will never accrue any agami karma. Why? Because you can only accrue karma if you have kartrutvam, called as a doership. Is anybody going to punish you for your actions in your dream? Nobody will punish you for what you did in your dream. Why? Because you don't have kartrutvam, you don't have doership in your dream. Or anybody, people going to be punished for their actions when they are very, very young. You know, there is the story. If you kick in the chest of a king, if you kick in a king's chest, what punishment you will have? Somebody asked. Okay, it is capital punishment. The moment the leg touches the king's chest, his legs will be taken off. First, second, his life will be taken. That is what people do. But if somebody says, hey, if the king is kicked in his chest, you will be showered with gold. When will that happen? It will happen if you are the son or the daughter of that king. And you kick the king's chest when you are 1 year old. When the baby is 1 year old, it does not have any kartrutva. The baby does not know what it does. The baby does not own up its action. So whatever the baby does at that time, the king will not punish. At the same time, if the baby grows up to a 20-year-old guy, the prince, and when the prince kicks the king's chest, the prince will be punished. The same person, when he was 1 year old, he can freely kick at the king's chest. He can freely pee at the king's clothes. He will not be punished. But the same person, when he grows up, when he is 20-year-old, when he does the same thing, he will be punished. Why? Because he has kartrutvam. Because he has got what? Kartrutvam. He has got a doership. I own up my action. No, that is what even the law says. According to the law, when you when you commit a heinous crime, if you are responsible for your own actions, you will be punished. If you are under the influence of a medication when you commit that crime, you will not be punished. If you are mentally ill when you commit that crime, you will not be punished. You will be given a sentence, but that sentence go to a mental asylum. You will be given a sentence, but that sentence is not for the crime, but it is for doing things under the influence. Right? So even according to the law, you will not gain karma, that is punya papa, for those things you don't have kartrutvam for. You don't own up the doership. In the same way, Shastra also says, Parajnani, because he does not have the sense of ownership. That's why only the body can commit actions. Atma can never do anything. Only the body can do. Because he has distanced himself from his body, he does not have agami karma as well. So remember, sanchita karma, every sanchita karma is destroyed in jnana. Agami karma, which is going to come, he will never accrue the agami karma because he does not have any ownership. Now what is left? Prarabdha karma. This prarabdha karma, he has to drain. Because if the prarabdha karma is also destroyed, then the moment you get jnanam, your body should be gone. Right? Because prarabdha karma is what sustains the body. But we don't see that happen. In fact, we should pray to Bhagavan that it should not happen. Right? Because everybody, whoever is jnani, their body disappears. How can they teach to others? We need jnanis to teach ajnanis. The moment I get jnana, I disappear na. Then how will he convey the jnana to another ajnani? So that is not possible, right? So Bhagavan has intently he has left it this way. Jnani, even after he gets jnana, his prarabdha will continue. So his body will be there. Sharira yatra pichate, says Bhagavan Krishna in Gita. So the body, until the prarabdha karma gets depleted, the body will be there. And remember, you get Manushya Janma when you get Manushya Janma, when you have a mixture of Punyam and Papam. You get a Manushya Janma when you have a mixture of Punyam and Papam. And the Palan for Punyam is Sukham. The Palan for Papam is Dukkham. The Palam for Punyam is Sukham. The Palan for Papam is Dukkham. So the Jnani's body will encounter both Sukham and Dukkham. It does not mean when you get Jnanam, you will only enjoy Sukham. He will understand himself to be the embodiment of Ananda. There is no doubt about it. But as far as the body is concerned, the body will undergo Sukham. The body will also undergo Dukkham. Just because you get Jnanam does not mean that, okay, from now on my body will only undergo Sukham. It will never happen. The body is going to encounter both the conditions of Sukham and Dukkham. But for the Jnani, because he has unidentified himself with the body, for the Jnani, Sukham and Dukkham does not make any difference. from the Jnani's point of view, he considers both Sukham and Dukkham as the same. Sukhe, Dukkhe, Same, Kritva. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Matra sparshastu kaunteya Sitoshna Sukha Dukkada Agama Apayino Nityaha Tam Titikshasva Bharata. The first Upadesham of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Ashocya ananvashocastvam prajnavadamscha bhashase gatasun agatasuncha nanushocanti panditaha. Panditaha na anushocanti. Panditaha, jnanis. Gatasun agatasuncha. He accepts, he understands that both Sukham and Dukkham are Gatasun agata. They are temporary. They are fleeting. More importantly, they can only affect the body, not my real self. So, for a jnani, the Sukham and Dukkham are like Sukham and Dukkham for an actor in a play. In a play, an actor is sentenced to 5 years of rigorous imprisonment. In a play, that character has been given the position of President of United States. The actor who plays, he will not be overly elated when he became the when he becomes the President of United States in the play, or when he is given 5 years of rigorous imprisonment in the play. He is not going to be overly sad. Why? Because he knows it is just a play. He has to act his part out and get out. In the same way, for a jnani, when he gets Sukham, he will not be overtly happy. When he gets Dukkham, he will not be overtly sad. Why? From the jnani's point of view, both are at the level of body. From the jnani's point of view, both Sukham and Dukkham are at bodily level, not at the level of Atma. And jnani understands that he is not his body. He has to take up this body in order to deplete his prarabdha karma. The prarabdha karma, once the prarabdha karma goes, he will be even free from the body. Just like how the actor, he understands that, okay, I have to do this act. The moment the act is finished, I am free. Whatever happens in the act, whatever happens in the play is not going to affect me. The same thing that jnani also understands. So, even when he gets Sukham, he is not going to be overtly happy. Even when he gets Dukkham, he is not going to be overtly sad. He has got Sama Darshanam. Samatvam yoga uchyate, says Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Samatvam yoga uchyate. You need to have an equanimity towards both pain and pleasure. It is very, very hard. As long as you have Deha Bhava, as long as you identify yourself with the body, it will never happen. You need to disidentify with your body. You need to disown your body. You need to identify yourself with the Atma, which is all pervading. Only when you have that state, you can have the sthiti of Samadarshanam. And Jivan Muktas have shown us that. It is not some rote theory. It is not an ideal state. In chemistry, we have something called as an ideal gas. You will learn many things about the ideal gas. PV is equal to nRT. Properties of ideal gas. What is the fugacity for an ideal gas? What is the entropy for an ideal gas? What is the enthalpy for an ideal gas? You learn everything. But then after you learnt everything, finally there will be one line says ideal gas never exists. Then why should I study all these things? You spend a lot of time in studying about the properties of ideal gas, later to know that ideal gas never exists. Vedanta is not like that. We have Atmajnanis, we have living Atmajnanis, some famous, some not so famous. We have seen that all of them have undergone pain and pleasure. Ramana Maharshi, he has to undergo a cancer operation. His body was in lots of pain. But he has not shown that in his eyes. He has not shown that outwardly. Why? Because he understands that only his body is in pain. And body is not his own self. Periyava, Mahaperiyava, Pudu Periyava. Everybody has to undergo hardships. Everybody has to undergo hardship. Why? Because it is the dharma of deha. If you have your body, the dharma of deha, matra sparshasta kaunteya, sitoshna sukha dukkadaha, agamapayinaha, anityaha, Krishna says, tam titikshasva bharata. If you have a body, it is going to undergo pain or pleasure. It is going to experience either pain or pleasure. But you just have to understand the fact, hey, pain and pleasure is the dharma of body. I am not the body. So all of the jnanis, they will undergo pleasant and unpleasant situations in their life. Vedanta will not promise you, hey, if you come to Vedanta, you will only going to experience pleasant experiences. No. What Vedanta promises you is you are Ananda Swarupa. Anandam is your real nature, is your own nature. But the body can undergo both pain and pleasure. That is what Vedanta promises. So from the point of view of body, just like the actor who acts in a play, he is going to experience both pleasure and pain in the act. But what he does, he makes sure that it does not affect him in the same way. Samatvam, both pleasure and pain, your body is going to experience. Whoever surrounding, whoever the people who are surrounding the act, who are witnessing the act, they will be very sad. They will be very happy when he becomes the prime minister or president or CEO of a company. In the same way, people who are surrounding the jnani, they will say, oh, my guru has been praised. Oh, my guru is undergoing lots of suffering. He will suffer, but the jnani will not suffer. Why? That is the jnana lakshanam. That is the jivan mukta lakshanam. That's what Acharya says in these shlokas. Whatever the situations a jivan mukta encounters, he is not affected by those situations. He shows equanimity towards all the favorable and unfavorable conditions. With this, we will finish this session. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Thanks a lot. Have a great